Hello and welcome to a documentary about Crabtree Falls. Along the way, you will see unique plant life, wildflowers growing along the trail. The path is pretty easy going at first, so hold on to your hat. They have signs telling you how long it's going to take, and they also have a map showing you the route. As you can see, the trail starts out nice and mellow, nice and flat. You can take a rest along the way. The forest is thick and hardy. The trail is a very unique trail that goes deep into the forest. When you get to the falls, you will realize that the trip and the walk was well worth your time and effort. We spent a lot of time on vacation, my wife and I, hiking and checking out what nature has to offer along the Blue Ridge Parkway. We try to do this every year, and I always like to share what we discover with everybody. So here's some more pictures of the moderate part of the trail. Like I said, it will get rockier as we go along, but if you take your time, you won't get tired, and you can enjoy yourself for a fun-filled day in the woods. Going along with somebody that you really like to be with is also a helpful thing to think about. Anyway, it's a long walk, and they have nice benches for you to sit on if you want to take a rest. As you can see here, the trail is starting to gather some rocks along the way. This only gets a little bit more intense as we go along. As you can see, we're going to be going down this staircase here that was uniquely constructed in the middle of the forest. Just imagine the guys that did all this work and hauled all these stones in to make the staircase for you to enjoy. Not too bad though. I'm glad they put a handrail for safety. As you can see, the forest is very deep, very wooded. A little bit of joking along the way never hurts. The trail flattens out a little bit here. Nice little unique plants along the way, like I said before. And now we have more stairs to go down. There are a few of these flights. And also they have water that pours out of the forest. There's water that comes all the way through here. Pretty unique experience. Nature is an awesome thing to experience. If you are tired of being in the city and need to get away from it all and get out and get some fresh air, highly recommend the Blue Ridge Parkway. Crabtree Falls is located at mile marker 339 on the Blue Ridge Parkway between Boone, North Carolina and Mount Pisgah. There's also another waterfalls along the way there at mile marker 316, which would be Linville Falls. Another good place to check out. It's a little bit more moderate, less of a struggle. Here we are on the third flight of stairs, which we're going to be coming down into a rocky, wet situation where the water comes from the forest and drains through the trail on the way to the falls. Another stop for some posing shots by my lovely wife. My wife does Zumba class 3 times a week, so she was always way out ahead of me on the trail. You have to be in shape before you go on these trips. Stunning views, wonderful experience if you can get out and find the time. But as you walk through the woods, all this water is pouring out of the forest. It all has to go somewhere, right? Anyway, there's no better way to relax in my mind than to get out and get into the forest. These trails have been here for many, many years. One thing for sure, when I do visit Crabtree Falls, and this was my second visit, my wife's first visit, you can definitely be amazed, especially when you get to the falls, which is totally awesome. This thing has always got a nice waterfall. The flow is always good. At least the 2 times I've been here, the flow has been good. I have seen pictures when the water was half as much. Still worth the walk no matter what the flow is like. Crabtree Falls, remember, mile marker 339 on the Blue Ridge Parkway. Get on out, get off the couch, and experience what nature has to offer. I guarantee it, you won't be disappointed. We usually go for 10 days when we go on these trips, and we'll do the whole parkway from top to bottom. 574 miles from the start in Shenandoah National Park, which is in Virginia. You can spend a whole week on this road. Take your time. There are many things to see. Lots of places to stop. The resorts are awesome with unique menus for your eating pleasure. Awesome views out of every room we stay at. Peaks of Otter is gorgeous. Mount Pisgah is gorgeous. Big Meadows and Shenandoah National Park and the Skyland Resort are 2 good places to stay as well. When you're in between these parts and you cannot get a resort, Asheville is always a nice place to stay, along with Boone, North Carolina. I also make a stop in Fancy Gap, Virginia, and I stay in Hillsville at the Hampton Inn when I'm visiting there. That's close to the Mabry Mill at mile marker 178, I do believe, or 73 is where the Mabry Mill is. However, when you check out Crabtree Falls here, remember the forest is deep, it's quiet, very peaceful, and most times you have it by yourself. You might see a hiker here or there, but for the most part, usually there's no one else around. Awesome flowers and plants. Our new camera took some really good pictures. Take some unique zoom-in shots of this wildlife and wild plant life that grows out in the forest. My wife and I always love taking pictures of plants and wildlife and just total relaxing and enjoyment. So, get on out and go check it out. You won't be disappointed. And here's the climb out. When you're going to see the falls, you go down the stairs. On the way back, you have to go up all these stairs. So, read your literature. If your health isn't good, this is not a hike for you. If you're a smoker, it's going to be rough. But anyway, one way or the other, get out and check it out. When we were leaving the park, we ran into a mom and her 3 bear cubs. And they were so cute. We were only able to get a picture of this little guy, but he stopped and posed for the camera, and it was a great trip. Anyway, my name is Don, and this has been a documentary of Crabtree Falls. Get on out and enjoy yourself and enjoy America. You won't be disappointed, I guarantee it.